Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to take the time to talk about my 2025 notebook, journal, planner so far, how it's been going. And then I'm excited to talk about my 2026 plans and what I plan to use. It's very different, so I'm excited to show you guys. So starting off with my 2025 journal, I've been using the B6 Full Year Edition 2025 by Papertess Designs. Coming into these past few years, ever since joining the planner journal community, I've always imagined myself wanting to keep everything in one journal for the whole year. For 2024, it was also with that same mindset, so I had the Hobonichi Techo for 2024. The problem with this was I like that it's compact and everything, but the format wasn't my favorite, with the months in the beginning and there being no weeks. But when I was looking through this again, I really liked how compact it was. Just based on not even the size, just how thick it is here. I think I really like that. So coming into 2025, I found the Papertess planner and I really liked her formatting, and I really liked the pages in the back because I like to do these kind of spreads, and she had a ton of pages in the back that allowed me to do that, and I didn't have to be afraid of running out and everything. The only thing was this thing has started to bulk up, and I don't really like taking this out in public just because it has everything in here. Like, I journal in here, it's my planner. Yeah, so it has everything in here, so I don't particularly like taking it out, and that's been my main problem this year with this journal slash planner. And I have been on 2 major travel trips this year, and throughout that I struggled to kind of journal every day. All right, let me show you guys the format if you don't know what it is. Basically, you have these pages, you know, the beginning pages, typical. Here I was marking when I was away, and then I stopped doing this page. So I'll just start with here. So here I would use this page as the monthly cover, and then this would be the monthly setup. See, also with these monthly setups, I found that I wouldn't really use them a lot, or that I didn't even need to use them a lot, simply because I do use a Google Calendar, and that's kind of my task. Like, I'm able to look at that and know what I have to do, so I don't really have to write anything down in here. So I found myself not using these pages at all. I only really like decorating the monthly covers, but when I started to get busy, I stopped writing. This is my September. I really was not doing too much in here. I do want to show you a monthly layout if you guys don't know. If you guys have never seen a Papertess or what. So here we are in October. And then I believe it's, yeah. So this is the end of October, and you have a monthly setup page, and then you have 2 empty pages just for anything. I like to use it as like a cover, monthly cover, collage area, but you know, you can use it to write down your goals for the month or anything like that. And then we begin with the weeklies, and then you have 7 empty pages that are undated for you to write in. But I think my problem was, although they were undated, I still had trouble filling these pages once I got busy. But yeah, just kind of their formatting. But this was like my ideal format. I love the monthly, weekly, daily layout, and I know more and more planning communities are doing this, but I'm also now just struggling with the idea of my planner being too bulky, as well as I don't think I'm too much of a fan of the Tomoe River paper. It's because I don't use fountain pens. Like, I've never used one. Maybe I should get into that, but I I've never had an experience with fountain pens, so I mainly just use gel pens, ballpoint pens. I've never ventured to a fountain pen, so maybe that's why the Tomoe River paper isn't necessarily my favorite, but also because I like to use my stickers. I like to use paper and everything in these spreads, so it really does bulk up. And on this thin paper, I don't really like how it feels on the thin paper necessarily. It feels like it doesn't support it like this. This is a thick piece of cardstock right here. And these are all thick pieces of cardstock, and it doesn't feel great. And I also hate's a strong word. I also don't like how much you can see right here when you're writing. If you're writing on this page, you'll end up too high. If you're writing on this page, you'll end up too low. You can always just stick something under it, and I've done that like in the beginning pages, but I'm not necessarily a fan of doing that. So, and I just had these my monthly spreads are my favorite thing in here, but honestly, I was doing this before I was too busy. But yeah, so those are my thoughts on my Papertess Designs planner for now. I'm struggling to even find motivation to just continue writing in it. I don't know. I think I'm kind of sad to say, but I'm kind of over it. But that's just like my experience with it. If you guys are looking for a notebook with this kind of format, I highly recommend the Papertess. It's been great so far. It's just I don't think it's the journal for me. So with that being said, about like a journal that I have trouble taking out and writing notes in like a public space, but just because it does have some like personal information in here, I've introduced something new to, let me take this pencil off, to my journaling ecosystem for 2025. So here, yeah, see, I've written everything down because I can't remember these names, bro. Where is it? So here I've introduced the Traveler's Notebook free weekly planner. So basically it's just the Travelers, but with 3 weeks, because I'm starting in the middle or after 3/4 through the year kind of. And I wanted to, so my idea with this was I've been watching videos and stuff. I was really drawn to a Hobonichi Weeks for next year, and I couldn't just buy one. I wanted to try out the formatting of like taking it out and writing it down and having this free space in the side. So I saw this Traveler's Notebook and I thought, well, I might as well try this because it's kind of the same formatting, although it's kind of small. I'll show you the size comparison. Spoiler for 2026. This is what I got. But if you look, there is a size difference, but it is the same formatting in a way. If you look at that. So yeah. So I kind of just been taking out. I'm in school right now, so I'm doing my undergrad. So when I'm in school, I kind of just take this out during classes. I can write tasks and stuff. It's been a nice addition so far. So yeah. So these two are kind of what I've been using for 2025. This is a late edition, but yeah, that's what I have for 2025. Now, let's go into 2026, and let's just say this is the year that I'm going to be experimenting, because I have a lot that I want to use. And I know that's necessarily a good thing, but I'm excited to see where it goes. So yeah, let's start with 2026. Okay, so for 2026, this will start with the Hobonichi Weeks, because I showed it earlier. I was really drawn to the okumi version, and I'm going to be using this for mainly school, and I kind of want to use it to track my language learning. This is 2025 Yumi Kirigishi pencil board from Hobonichi. But as I was saying, I want to use the weeks for basically everyday tasks. I think pulling it out during classes and being able to write down. And I kind of just want to see how it goes, but I want to use it to track language learning. I was thinking maybe each month using something like this. I forgot what these are called, but similar to this, just like a tiny stamp and stamping, and then stamping it within the day of the month as it correlates to the language that I put in time to learn. But that's just an idea for now. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's for the weeks. But I also ordered a cover for my weeks, so we can put that on now. Okay. Here we go, and I realized I shouldn't have put this back here. I know I was getting the cover, but it's fine. Oh, this is painful. So painful. Oh man, I don't think I'm doing this right. Am I doing this right? Okay. Yep, we got it on. Yeah, I feel like I needed a cover for it. It's the right way, right? Yeah, and it's got a pin loop and then that. Now I just have that back there, but it's fine. Yay! So then we have this, and then we have that. It's all good. I'm excited to use this. So that's one of the planners I will be using for 2026. At least that's the plan. My next planner is what I plan to be my main kind of journal. This I will be writing in, like my diary. Not every day. Now this is kind of, as you know, this is just a MD notebook. It's the gridded layout, and there's nothing in here other than the grid layout. So everything else will kind of just have to be my own. But I think since I don't need like the monthly layouts and everything like that, I just need a few beginning of the year pages, and then I just plan to write in it whenever I want to. I don't have the stress of daily journaling and everything like that. Or I guess I won't have the stress of having to use a whole page for a journal entry, something like that. I think that'd be great. I also I've used an MD notebook before, and as I was using the Tomoe River paper, I just kept thinking back to the MD paper, and I just think it's a better fit for me. I like how it feels more and everything like that. Yeah, but I'm excited to use this journal. This is gonna be my main journal, like diary entries, personal information, personal stuff like that. I just want to put in here. I'm excited to use it. This I won't unbox because I will decorate it later. I just don't have a cover for it right now, which is fine. But yeah, I'll decorate it later when 2026 comes around. Lastly, this is what I'm really excited for. I'll give you a hint. Oh. Yes, I got the Hobonichi 5-year in the size A6. This was, I actually asked for this as a gift. So yes, and it's the EO Okumi gift set actually. And then here we have testing paper. So I've already gone ahead and put on the cover and everything that came in the box. I'll show you guys the box. But yes, I was in fact going down a rabbit hole and watching videos about the 5-year plan. There's actually not that many videos about it, but what I love about the 5-year planner is the idea of coming back each year and kind of seeing where you are, like where you are in your journey of life and what part you're at or what you were doing that day, and kind of just see your progress. And I don't know, that was really, the idea really appealed to me. It also came with a pencil board, which is nice, and the cover take this out. Here's the box. Pretty box. So the thing with the cover is it's white. And I'm really worried about it getting dirty, but also it getting dirty adds character. I don't believe there's also a cover for a 5-year with Hobonichi. I don't think there is, but yeah. I don't plan to really take this out anywhere. It is small and compact though, which is nice. But anyways, this is the layout. If you don't know what a 5-year Hobonichi Techo looks like, you have each year, and then we begin. And what I plan to use in this is just writing down highlights from the day. And then I was watching YouTube videos and I saw someone have the idea of asking a question here. Like, I guess for the first year I would ask, what are your goals for the new year, or something like that. And then you can kind of track your progress throughout each year and how you would answer the question differently or the same. I guess, what's your favorite movie so far? And I can see if that answer changes, you know, and I think that's really fun to see as well. I'm just really excited to use it. I think I can stick with it just because it's small segments. It's not asking for too much. And I don't know, I think it'd be fun to be in year 2023 and see what my answers were beforehand and how my life has been before. But yeah, I'm really excited to use this. And the cover is so pretty. Isn't she so pretty, guys? I love this. It's all white in the back. I'm really excited to use this. Last but not least, you might be like, what? Another journal? This journal isn't gonna be, you know, starting. Well, I'm gonna start this now as soon as possible, actually. But this, I want to be kind of like a commonplace journal. If you guys don't know what a commonplace journal is, it's essentially just a journal where you write down what you're learning. In a way, like if you watch a movie, write down quotes from the movie. If you're reading a book, write down your favorite lines, something like that. Just something that you can look back on and you can kind of see what you learn. And I want to start one. I think it's a great idea. I saw a video of someone explaining commonplace journal as something that you want to share with others about, like a movie you watched or a book you read. And I think it's a great idea. I would just love to use it to jot down what I'm learning, some stuff that I just want to recall, you know, because I tend to forget about something very easily. I feel like if I wrote it down, it would help a lot. So yes, I am introducing this, but this isn't going to be 425, 426. This is just going to be whenever I start and finish it. Nothing too serious like that. And I have the cover for it. I'm excited. And I'm also excited to use this B6 Slim. I've never used the B6 Slim size. Obviously, I think the B6 is a great size. It's not too small, not too big. But I thought with the... I still chose an A5 to go with because I thought the B6 Slim wasn't going to be enough for the whole year to at least sustain me through the whole year. And if this doesn't sustain me through the whole year, I've just got to get over it. I think it's fine to start a new journal. It's going to be fine. And I'll get over it. But I'm hoping that this can sustain me throughout the year. But I guess only time will tell. But yes, and I just love Midori. And I love her paper. But yes, I hope to use this as a commonplace. And hopefully there'll be a video of me soon setting it up. We'll see. Alright. So this is the kind of setup I have for 2026. The Hobonichi Techo 5-year, Hobonichi Weeks, and then the MD Journal A5 grid size. Simple, simple. Yes, I'm excited. And then this is my current 2025 separate that out. Kind of what I have for 2025 and what I'm using right now. Just cool to see, cool to plan out. It's part of the journaling fun, part of being, yeah, it's just part of the fun of it. And we can throw that in there. Yeah, so that's what I have for this year and the upcoming year. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know. I'm interested to know what you guys are using for 2026. How are your 2025 journals going? Everything like that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.